Good night, good night, good night, good night, one and all. Just a good night. What can I say? Alright, tonight we're just going to share just in a brief moment, early, just a few short thoughts. Just a few short thoughts. Tonight would be my favorite thought, or one of my favorite thought is, and the topic would be the thing is known. The thing is known. What thing? It could be anything. I'm going to read two passages of scriptures that are taken from Exodus 2 and 11, and you're just going to get the synopsis of what's going on in the scriptures. And we're talking about Moses, as we know, was grown up in the house of Pharaoh, but it was in Hebrew. If you know the biblical stories that surrounds Moses, how his mother sent him down the river, rescued him from being slaughtered at a time when babes were being slaughtered from the Jewish home. Okay, and it says, and it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown. So remember, he had grown up in the house of Pharaoh. And went unto his brethren. He looked unto their burden, because now he knows that the Jewish people is his people. He knows that that's my people that have been enslaved, despite I was in a house of pharaohs. Because we have some houses of pharaohs today. And he spiked an Egyptian, and he smite an Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked his way and that way. And when he had saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian. He killed him. And hid him in the sand. And when he went to the other second day, behold, two men of the Hebrew strove together. That means they're walking together, they're in company. And he said unto him, why did us wrong? Where thou smitest thy fellow? He's asking him why you kill him. Why? Because Moses thought no one saw, but the thing is known. Let me tell you, children of God, when you think the thing is not known, you can hide from man, but you cannot hide from God. So when he said unto him, who made thee prince and judge of all of us, intended thou would kill me too? So you kill the Egyptians, say, what you going to do to me? You going to kill me too because I'm talking the truth? I dare some of you for the remaining of 2020 to talk the truth. I dare some of you to know what is going on that is wrong and speak to the wrong that exists. So he said, because you think that you were grown up in the house of Pharaoh, can you also kill me? Because I reproached and I come to you and let your wrongs be known. So he said that thou art a prince over us, intended to kill me, as thou killest the Egyptian. And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. What Moses said? Moses said the thing is known. So sometimes along a course of our life, we do things we conspired and we set up. But behold, the thing is known. Facebook, let everyone know the thing is known. In your family, there are secrets that are hidden, but they are well known. Then I will re-emphasize in different passages of scriptures tonight where the thing is known. For me to tell you that the thing is known, we know it, you know it. The unknown is unknown to those that are not aware or made aware of it. So we know in this passage of scripture, 2 Samuel 11, and if we read further on, when David was set out to battle. Now, the children of Israel went to battle, but Uriah was also in charge. He left his wife home. She was beautiful. Now, David did one thing he did. And David sent the inquiry of the woman. He did send to find out who this woman was. Not that he did not know who she was. He got his intelligence. So he said he sent the words about this woman. And he said, it is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Elnan, the wife of Uriah the Hittites. So David knew that she was married. And despite David knew that she was married, he went in unto her, as the scripture would say, he slept with her. How many of us know that somebody knows that you are taken, or you're in a devoted relationship, or you're espoused, or you're married? But beyond that goes beyond the order of marriage and the sanctity of union, the sanctity of marriage, the sanctity of wholeness. So he went and he sought to covet her, and he sent message unto her to come. Read the latter part of the verse. He went and slept with Uriah's wife. That was not enough. He sent and he slept with her, but when Uriah was in the battle, he sent for the man fighting the war. Noted a king will go out with his army to fight a battle. David chose to stay home. So David went in to Uriah's wife, slept with her, called for the man to come home to sleep with his wife, to cover up his mess. So he got him drunk. The Bible said he slept outside of his doors, and he said to David, how could I sleep with my wife when the children of Israel and the nation of Israel need this battle? I'm here to tell you how many have conspired to cover up their mess. So he went and slept with his wife, and had the husband try to sleep with the wife, that when the child was conceived, he would not perceive who is the real daddy. I'm here to tell you today, things of that had happened in old, and it's still current today. How many wives give their husbands or their spouses children that is not really theirs? How many slept around and go beyond the rules of marriage and in the intention to pass on the child? Noted today, I was hearing two other stories that I will share with you in debrief. One was with a married couple, married for extended service of time, but the wife had an affair long before the marriage. She did not end the affair, but pursue the affair. When the child was born, and about approximation of 3 months, she thought that she would get rid of the husband because the child's future will be coming into place. The child's future will be discovered. And I was told of this story, and I will relate it as it happened. So she did so. But in other words, to get rid of the husband, she had to make up an abuse story. It's a true story. She did so, and she went to court, and she went to the law, but without bearings or proof. She not only took her husband to the law once, but she took her husband to court 3 times on 3 different felony charges. One was assault and 2 restraining order. They were all dropped. What she thought she could have done, she could have built a story of an assault or abuse to get out the marriage, because the child is not that of the husband. It's that of the lover. Noted more today, later this afternoon, I was also called about a case in the United Kingdom as well. Almost similar proximity. How many things that people have done, and the thing is known. It is unknown to you, but it's well known to God. So David tried to cover his mess. I'm here to tell you for 2020, don't cover your mess. Let the mess be the mess. You put yourself in a mess, let the mess bear a message. So many have been doing what they are doing for the years, but it will come to manifestation. Moses killed and buried his mess. I'm saying David tried to get rid of his mess, but he sought to allure to kill. Sometimes we are taken back with what we're going through in this pandemic as well. And we noted that pandemic had created catastrophe globally. This pandemic has caused family. If you look on the United States Health Department, the Board of Psychology, and you see the reports, psychology will state how many cases of breakdown depression that we are going through. PST, post-traumatic stress disorder, and then you will understand the world that we are living in is in chaos and turmoil. We still have the remainder of these days. I'm not quite sure on the calendar, being today is the 13th. But I'm saying to you today, the thing is known. David was an adulterer because he knew of Bathsheba being married. Not knowing is a different thing, but well known is another story. So this wife considered to get her husband in danger with the law, sought for blood to cover her mess. In scriptures of old, we see Jezebel tried to cover her mess. Jezebel coveted Nabal for his vineyard and tried to set up men, as my previous message was before. Took the signet ring and sealed letters and sent it out to kill. There's always extortioners and there's always false witness. What witness would you be? A true witness, a false witness? So the thing is known. In your family lineage, what is unknown? The cover-up, the incest, the molestation, the pedophile, the whole sort of behavior, conduct, the criminal activities. What is that is unknown but is well known? I'm saying the thing is known. Present yourself naked before God before the remainder of the year. Let not the scourge of 2020 take your dynasty of 2021. I'm saying to us to Facebook, like, share. I may exceed my time, but my time is in God's hand. I will say to you, share with someone, like, subscribe, YouTube, Indeed, Facebook, Instagram. You name it by whatever method. I come to you with just a mere man with a mere message. Your heart be challenged. Today is Super Sunday. Looking to you in the next 2 hours for the next message that will entitle my first seed. God bless.